Hi everybody, I'm a psychotherapist. There was supposed to be a session conducted for self-love and self-esteem this Sunday, which is cancelled unfortunately. So I wanted to record a video just conveying some of the things that I was supposed to be conveying in the session. So this is helpful for people who cannot reach into their self-love, reach into inner connection. They don't feel connected within themselves, and also to help people raise their self-esteem. Now I want to start off with saying a Rumi quote where he says, "Light enters where there is darkness." So that's because when I talk about self-love, the first thing that you need is awareness. Awareness, self-awareness. So what you are actually thinking about yourself, and what is your impression about yourself, why you think of yourself this way. Now, we were all born as babies, okay? And as babies, we had no memory. We were just living the world around us, right? And as we grew up, we started to have our own personality based on our experiences, based on how people treated us. So you have to remember that your past is a story, and with that story, you created something called as a personality, which may or may not be true. Okay, it is just based on a story that you experienced and with other imperfect human beings. So don't be so stuck to it. But first, yes, we will be very much stuck to that story until we find some sort of healing. So that will only come when you're first aware of yourself. After awareness is healing. So once you're aware what story is being unfolded, as you are aware of your shameful thoughts about your own behaviors and patterns, you will recognize that you need to heal something from the past. And acceptance or integration means you learn something from what has happened to you, and you learn about yourself. You integrate it into who you are or who you want to be in the present moment. You integrate your past and present, and you accept certain qualities, certain memories, and certain things that are called as limitations for yourself. And after acceptance, you keep repeating this cycle, because it's not that one day you're completely aware of yourself and one day you completely accept and then the self-love begins. No, it is a journey. And once you accept some parts of yourself, other parts of yourself may come up and question things. More and more things come to your awareness, and as more and more things come to your awareness, your self-love or inner connection begins to happen, and everything has a foundation of compassion towards yourself, forgiving yourself, and forgiving others as well. And that does not come until you fully express the emotions that you have suppressed in the past, like anger, for example. And once you are at a stage where you are satisfied with the level of acceptance and awareness, you will start automatically focusing on the positives that you have and grow them instead of focusing on the negatives. So once you start focusing on your positives and grow them, there is no limitation to the growth that you can attain. And so for this awareness, I actually suggested some exercises, which is what are the thoughts and feelings that arise. Some may be strong, or some may be so subtle that you have to really listen to it. When you see yourself in the mirror. So when you see yourself in the mirror, what are the thoughts and emotions that come up? What is the impression of you that you feel when you see the mirror? And observation activity number 2. So I have 5 activities. So activity number 2 is, when you talk to other people, what is your impression about yourself? When you talk to a parent, when you talk to a spouse, when you talk to a friend or a child or somebody in authority, what is your impression about yourself? Somebody who is having good amount of self-esteem or good amount of self-love for themselves, they won't feel that high or low feeling when they meet someone and talk to someone to a very great extent. There may be some wavering, like, I don't feel good right now, or I feel very good when I talk to this person. That is normal. But when you feel that you have to hide yourself or change yourself in order to be in a connection with somebody else, then yes, you have to reach the self-love within yourself so that you can stop those unhelpful behaviors. And observation activity number 3, how do you talk to yourself? Observe the way you talk to yourself. What is your impression of yourself throughout the day? And you will observe that you will have so many voices within you. One voice will be encouraging you to do things. One voice will be always seeking pleasure in everything. And one voice will be a shameful voice, a critic. And like that, you will observe so many voices within you. This activity is as well to just increase your awareness for this. And the last activity is to observe what are the memories that you are getting throughout the day. So these memories are not random, they are not useless that you have to just forget, which is impossible. So these memories carry some emotional content, and that has to be resolved. You have to express those emotions some way, or you have to learn something from those experiences which you have not yet learned. So observe the memories that come to you. This will increase your awareness as well. So with that, I finished the 5 observation activities. I have some tips to raise your self-esteem and possibly self-love as well. And these are 7 tips. So the first tip is, this is my favorite. Never do anything you are not proud of. Once you do something, you might feel what some people call as a misalignment, which is you do something or you say something and you know that it is wrong, or you know that it is a lie. So when you have that feeling, immediately correct yourself and do the opposite, or do which is in line with yourself. 2 is, listen to the shaming thoughts. So whatever thoughts is trying to shame you, listen to it and get feedback, give it respect. Yes, you are getting some shaming thoughts. For example, when I see myself in the mirror, I sometimes call myself as fat, I call myself as ugly and lazy. But then sometimes I stop to listen to it. Okay, I'm listening to you. What are you saying? And then I listen to all these things. And then I say, okay, so it means that you want me to get into shape. You want me to get healthy. I understand that. So I will do that. So get feedback. Just concentrate on the content rather than the low emotional feeling. Okay? And don't live a fear-based living. So being angry, people pleasing others, or overthinking something are all fear-based living, and they reduce your quality of life very greatly. So self-esteem is in challenging those situations where you feel triggered. Okay, so once you challenge, you will feel more courage within yourself, and that will automatically raise your self-esteem. And number 4 is, invest in the circle who see the best in you. So have a circle who encourage you, who see the best in you. Invest in them by not just buying gifts. I'm not talking in a materialistic way, but rather than in an emotional way. Keep in touch, praise them when they do something well, like that. And remember that your past is just a story. Okay, they carry a lot of emotional content. They may be very important to you at this point of time, but it is just a story. So present moment is totally free. You have full freedom to challenge yourself. So that begins your great opportunity to raise your self-esteem and to reach within yourself, and share your achievements, no matter how small, how big. Share your achievements like it's the best thing that has happened to you. And also receive when somebody is saying something so good about themselves. Don't compare yourself with them. Receive it and think about how great it must be feeling for them, and get inspired. And number 7 is my favorite as well. It's for self-love, basically. It's just 3 items, Number 7 is contribute to a cause. You don't have to start anything new, just any social cause, or it doesn't have to be a social cause as well. Maybe your friend is suffering from something, and if you want to help them, just go and do it. Contribute and donate if possible. It can be your old clothes, old toys in the house, or if you can't do anything, just buy one banana and give it to a cow that you see in the street. Whatever it is, it's just an example. Donate. And third one is gratitude. Feel grateful for things around you. I know it can be extremely difficult for some of us who have faced a lot of suffering in our life, and it can be very difficult to be grateful in those times. But when you feel grateful, you don't have space in your mind to be worried about something. Worry and gratitude really don't go along. So when you feel grateful, when you try to list out things that you're grateful about, it can be even something very small, like I got this earring and it's very pretty. I never expected I could get such a earring. So I can be grateful for that. I can be grateful for anything. So once you start seeing gratitude even in the smallest things in life, something sort of magical happens, that more and more good things enter into your life. I hope this helped you. Take care.